So this tool replaced my whole video agency. Everything on screen right now. 6 finished ads, 3 UGC spots, a full email sequence for watch brand. No human touched this. No shoot day, no editing, no one pulling an all-nighter, just one prompt. Okay, that's not the full story, but it's even more interesting than you think. Nothing right now replaces a real production. But what does this tool does? It replaces a proper marketing production with crew, editing, planning, organization costs a lot of money. As it should, and a lot of companies pay a few $1,000s a month for the service. That's not a rip-off, that is a craft. And I need this to land right. You are creative, you don't undersell your work. There's a big market out there with new companies, small brands, who maybe only has $500 to $1,000 a month to create ads. Sometimes $500 doesn't even cover the travel to a location to shoot something. So for the most, my emails to these companies is something like, sorry, we can't make this work for this budget. Because I don't want to underpay any freelancers. Can't afford the production, but I need content every week. This is the gap we're closing today. This video is sponsored by Higgsfield. When you want to support my channel, click the first link in the video description and get access to the MCP. Open Claude, go to your settings, go to connectors, press add custom connector, call it Higgsfield MCP, put in your MCP URL, this one you can find on the Higgsfield website, and press add. Then just connect it to your Higgsfield account, hit allow, and then you're done. Claude has now the entire Higgsfield stack, all video, image generation, and this is where it gets fun. Let me present to you Aterna, a fictional watch brand for this test where I can demonstrate you the whole workflow. It's a mechanical watch with 500 meters water resistant, done a lot of work with huge watch brands, so this is a nice reference for me to work with. Now picture the email. We're launching next month. We need ads, social clips and emails. Budget $500. Normally this would be a clear no. Today watch what happened instead. The whole project is now these images, then a small 5-line brief with positioning, audience and tone. That's everything Claude gets. Now back in Claude we go to co-work and now he asked me for the project folder. We press add a folder and choose this one. We create it and hit open. Clearly hit allow and now we put in this master prompt right here. This step used to be a kickoff call, 3 steps of feedback, now it's just one prompt. Quick read through to it, look at the product photos, read the brief, build the brand word from that, then 6 static ads in 2 formats, 3 GC videos, 15 seconds each, a welcome email sequence, everything lands in the deliverables with a report on top. This task is complex, I use Fable 5 and use the effort to extra. And now we let it run. So here what's actually happening. To the MCP, Claude is running the Higgsfield models, for example Seedance for video or GPT for images, and picks the right model for each job on its own. I'm not here sitting writing down every single prompt, it's all happening automatic. So we're actually done. Let's check out the folder. One important note, the MCP couldn't download the videos by himself, but he used the trick. He created this command and just double tapped it and then he downloaded everything automatically. So it was not 100% automatic, but we got a solution straight away without thinking about it. Let's start with the UGC ads.
Okay, so I've never owned a real watch before. This is the Odyssey by Ateria. It's automatic, no battery. It literally runs off your movement. And this green dial, in real life, it changes with the light. I'm obsessed.
I think at the beginning this video was very good, but we have clearly some AI glitching at the end. I personally choose the watch example because I knew it would be the most difficult. A lot of details and also working with a product like this are a lot of possibilities for AI to error out. And this was definitely one because as soon as the arm was too close to the camera, the AI couldn't decide which side of her hand was the real end. And that's the moment when she took it off, it completely ruined the shot. I mean, it's easy fix, we can cut out this part, but it's another step and a little bit more of work, and we're in this $500 range, so the work has to be as minimal as possible. But sound wise, look wise, everything looks decent. Also every single text detail is correct.
Just did my morning swim, watch stayed on, obviously. This thing is rated to 500 meters. 500, it's automatic, it just runs. Honestly, the first watch I've owned that I don't have to think about.
This one was a lot better, but here's the problem. He actually has the watch upside down, which is okay for an ad and you see video, and you have to think about the audience. This is not for 14-year-old people, 20-year-old people that have a very good view for eye right now. This is for more older people.
I used to think a proper watch had to cost a fortune. Then I found this, the Odyssey. One watch for everything. The office, the weekend, the water. And it's the first series, a numbered run. Felt good to be early to something.
I think this was the best one so far. For sure, the close-up at the beginning could be a bit more close, but again, this is a UGC ad. We probably will add a little bit of text when you post it so that the audience has something to read. But the movement and now also how long it took him to close the watch. The lock they used here is very similar to the Rolex one, and when you shove your hand around it and try to close it, you have to do around 2-3 steps, so that's really close. So I think the movement, everything looks very natural. Also here, the watch at the end is upside down, but just for Instagram Reel, no one will think too much about it. Then let's check out the emails next. Just gives you a little bit of brief over here, and then here's the email. Hello, welcome to Anterna. You joined us at the very beginning, before the first Odyssey has even left our workshop. That means something to us, and we won't waste it. So this is the emails that people get when they bought the product or they signed up for a newsletter. They also actually put these emails in the right order. This one is for day 2 or 3 when someone subscribed to the newsletter, so you don't even have to think about when to send in. Because we're working with Claude work, you can actually automate everything and just say, okay, when this day, after a few days, send this email, after the next day, completely automatic if you want to. This is the third email, and they also worked in tactics. They really thought about the touch points, how you can push a product to someone. The first text has a message, the second text has a message, and the third one really rounds everything up so that the audience is more willing to click on the link and maybe buy the product. So let's check out the image ads. There are 6 of them, 3 in 1x1 and 3 in 9x16. Let's check it out. Something like a product shot, we know AI can do something like this from now on. We have great consistency, text, everything, colors, location looks good, but actually I see the first mistake. If you get really close, it should actually say Swiss made, but we have Swiss moved. I don't know what it is, but it's not Swiss made. Then also that's something you can discuss about it. This is a solid stone and we have a reflection in it. I don't care as long as it looks cool. This is no problem in my opinion. This is the 9x16 version. Also, I think here this is framing wise the best one. I think looks pretty good with the gray ground and then slightly green background. It's not purely gray, which also enhances the green dial of the watch pretty good. But here again, another consistency arrow. No, there's no text at all, just says Eterna Automatic Odyssey 500 meter. Never mind, forget everything I said. If you look closely, my reference images said morphed, but also a few of them said made. So actually everything was perfect, it just was a human AI error. So this is a product shot from a box. Also this one looks very nice. Limited founding run, introductory price for all early owners. Always have to remember the campaign is about it, that this is a limited product and everyone should order now. Also box art good, lighting good. Overall great shot, great post for Instagram. So this is the 9x16 version, also totally solid. Automatic Odyssey 500 millimeter. You can see we have a little bit of an error here, but again it's so small in the end product. When I see it on a big laptop screen, it will get much smaller later on. The water one looks really nice, and other people will probably say, hey, the watch looks so fake, so CGI generated. But if you actually look at pictures of watches from Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek, they all look too perfect. Actually little content where you actually see a real watch. A real gold watch, steel, platinum, has a lot of scratches. They're never perfect, so you have to really clean everything up. Later on it looks almost like a CGI render. So on Rolex side, most of the images you see are actually CGI renders. But here again, overall cool look, how everything is laid out. Also nice, perfect for Instagram. Maybe the text could be a bit bigger, but we're in a good range. And always have to remember, this is not something you do actively. You just wrote this one prompt that I had and then I hit run. I was already starting editing this video while this process was ongoing. Then you have here the report document where he says in every point what he actually did, what you delivered at the end of the day. But also, he also gives you a recommendation with which ad you should actually start and which one should be the next. And also gives a little explanation why he thinks you should do that way. So now imagine the client says, wow, amazing, but now it's so good, I need another product ads, maybe with the model in there, a little bit performing, a few close-ups of the product. You say, no problem. Just wrote down this prompt here again in the chat and these are the results. I think these two turned out really good, and this is something I would never shoot because the amount of money that would cost to shoot something like this and that what the brand will get instead is way too expensive. I really like this cool cinematic ads, but it's not really selling nowadays. This is more like a traditional ad. When you turn on the TV or something like that, this is where it still works, but it's too complicated and too slow for an ad in my opinion nowadays. But when it's like here where you can write 2 sentences and then test them out, maybe they sell very nice, then you can think about shooting a real commercial like that. But otherwise it probably is a waste of money. The great thing about this workflow is you can stay in this chat box. Just when the client asks for another thing, I go back to the laptop, wrote down this prompt, well, he needs something for the website. I say, no problem. This is the bill. Here's the generation. So are this real people? Are this real ads? No. But this isn't the question. Is this better than no ads at all? Totally. To all filmmakers out there, you have to think about it. We control the market. We can say, this is how much AI videos cost. This is how much a real production costs. And at the end of the day, it's all about money. Which ad creates more money for the client in the end of the day? So this is the time to actually learn these tools and use them for your benefit. Goal with this method was to test out, can we generate more money with using these tools without dumping the prices of what we actually do. In my opinion, in the future, there will always be a market for real production. A lot of these will be in the luxury sector, where most people want a real human craft. This is what makes them feel special. This is what everything makes feel special and more valuable for them. You don't want an automobile watch made by a machine. And this language will also refer to the ads these people are making. But there will be a market for AI videos in this lower end area where no one cares. They just want, this product, I like it, does the video entertain me? And then people will buy the product. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Marco Bagnoli and see you next time.